But Bruce understood something about dimension. He understood height, width, and depth, and he understood that the body, it's not about just throwing forward movement. He understood about rotational movement, about depth of penetration, about settling of height, and he used the three-dimension of his body to enhance a punch in such a small way. And at the time it was, again, mystical, but it was all based upon understanding the physics of a three-dimensional body and how to use all three dimensions to get the most effectiveness out of a punch. And both Ed Parker and Bruce Lee were definitely innovators in terms of taking things out of the mysticism. And if there wasn't a definition, they gave definition, they gave terminology. They were the forefathers of what is modern martial arts today. They're the ones who were forward thinkers. There's a tremendous amount of martial arts. There's two types of philosophy in the arts. There's those who believe in keeping a foundation of tradition, and those who believe in progressing. And it's just the yin-yang of life. There's no right or wrong of it, but Bruce Lee was a progressive. Ed Parker was a progressive. And these progressive individuals broke tradition, and they came out with teaching ideas and philosophies, and they also Bruce broke tradition because he wasn't allowed to teach people outside his culture and his race. He was told not to, and he did anyway, because he felt that it was not something that should be kept in a bottle. He wanted to share it with the world, and he did. And not only did he share it on the mat, but he shared it on the screen. And it's, to me, I was born and raised in the martial arts industry, and I can't do enough thanking Bruce for what his contribution was. And I think most of us martial artists have him to thank. If we make a living from martial arts, it's because Bruce has helped put food on our tables. He put, where I live in a place called Pasadena, California, we have 37 martial arts schools in the phone book and 3 McDonald's. It just shows the volume of martial arts, and hardly any of us advertise. And the reason why we don't advertise is because Hollywood advertises for us. And who was the pioneer of all that advertising was Bruce. So I can't say enough thank yous to Bruce and his family for allowing, my family to be fed because of his contributions to this industry. And most martial artists need to thank him for that. We grew up around the Lee family, and they're definitely, we consider them a part of our family as well, and it's been a wonderful thing. I had the blessing and the luxury of being able to play my father in a movie called Bruce Lee, Dragon, the Bruce Lee Story. And just a quick, cute story. I was on the set, and Linda Lee, Bruce Lee's widow, she came to visit me on the set, and she hadn't been to the set yet. And she just wanted to come down and say hi, and she knocked on my trailer in between scenes. And I came out, hi Linda, and she gives me a big hug and everything else. And as she was hugging me and we were talking, the woman actress playing the role of Linda Lee, her name is, I can't remember it now, Lauren Holly. So Lauren Holly comes walking by, and it was so cute because Linda Lee turns around, she looks at the girl playing her, and she goes, oh my, I didn't know I looked that pretty when I was that young. It was so cute just seeing, the real Linda Lee and seeing an actress playing her and just the reaction she had. And it was just nice because I know that when people see things from a outside point of view, or from looking at it from the movies, or heroizing that person, we had the luxury of knowing them as just as friends and as family friends, and it's just a whole different set of dynamics, because all we saw was just a loving, caring family, and we knew Bruce to be just a passionate person about what he believed in, and we are who we are today because of that. So definitely something I'm grateful for. I think that in martial arts, martial arts without philosophy, and there's a great thing because Ed Parker and Bruce Lee definitely employed a lot of philosophies in the arts, and I believe that teaching martial arts without philosophy is like teaching, or like giving a monkey a gun. And the thing is, as martial artists, to keep it in balance, because we know some deadly things, because we know how to be very effective in terms of hurting other individuals. Of course, we say we'll hurt them because we need to protect our families or whatever. But there's philosophies that are out there, and I think that the teaching of philosophies is important because it reminds us that we are humans and we need to be respectful with power. Martial arts is power, and the abuse of power is something that we need to be careful of. And with the inset of MMA out there and the excitement of it, it's had a lull at the beginning of philosophy, and now it's coming back in there. And I'm excited to see this new branch and the branch of MMA bringing the philosophies back in there, and people taking responsibility for balancing out you know, the power struggle that's in the industry. I myself find that you know, even in the training, I have a personal philosophy, and it's just really simple, and that is that I feel that it's important for us to be true to ourselves, and to follow our heart and to follow our passions. And the thing is that I appreciate from martial artists that I've grown up around is that they're driven by passion. And my biggest thing is for people, find your passion. Don't live a life without passion. Don't live a life without finding that one thing that makes you wake up a little early every morning and makes you go to bed late every night. I said, in martial arts and my journey has given me that opportunity. It just makes you sacrifice more because you just care more. And there's people who live their whole life long without passion. They don't find something that makes them wake up early or makes them go to bed late. They sleep in late and they go to bed early. And you know, to me, it's like, find that one thing. If it's not martial arts, find that one thing that does. Find that thing that makes you wake up early, makes you passionate. And you know, I'm grateful that I could travel from Los Angeles all the way out here to England to share, you know, in this festive, you know, martial arts environment. And I appreciate the kindness and the hospitality of this event, and I just wish everybody a safe and great journey.